More drop points, of course, for Real Madrid in La Liga as they could only manage a 1-1 draw against struggling Girona. Marca, the Madrid-based newspaper, saying something isn't working. AS, meanwhile, saying without the leadership and in a mess. Speaking of mess, let's welcome in, shall we? Stewart Robson is with us from Barcelona. Luis Garcia is with us as well. Luis, what I thought was really striking about the coverage of this game is when you compare it to Real Madrid's struggles last season, it was all about the referees. Here's a picture of the referee's ex-girlfriend's second cousin removed in a Barcelona shirt, so therefore this referee's going to be against us. Or we didn't have 72 hours to prepare against Villarreal, for example. There don't seem to be these sort of excuses handed up, if you like, from the newspapers, from Real Madrid TV, from the media on side with the president, which makes me think that Xabi Alonso is in real trouble because there doesn't seem to be much support from those that you need that support from if you're a Real Madrid manager.
Yeah, exactly. I think you know a lot about that. You've been in that house and you know what it means when that sounds, that noise start happening around Xabi Alonso and the media. They have a few chances, but they couldn't get the second goal to get the 3 points. And when you get 3 in the last 3 games in La Liga, 3 draws, you are Real Madrid and you were at the top of the table, and now you are below Barcelona, and then you know that you are in trouble. So we'll have to wait and see if, what Real Madrid can do against Atletico Madrid. You know there is always a very difficult pitch to go there and to try to make a good performance. But Xavi needs to do something and needs to do it quick, because if not, I'm not sure how much the crowd, I don't know how much Florentino and his board are willing to keep Xabi Alonso in as a coach.
Is it too big a job for him, Robbo?
At the moment, it looks like it is. I mean, he did a great job at Bayer Leverkusen, but he took Bayer Leverkusen from, I think it was 4th bottom of the table, and took them right to the very top. So he went in there where the players weren't happy what was happening before. He was able to reconstruct them. He was able to get them to play a certain style of football. He's going into a Real Madrid dressing room where there's big players, successful players, you know, players that think sometimes that they're better than they actually are, and they should be the leader of the pack. Now, that's a difficult thing to do when you've come in and you're taking over from somebody who was like Ancelotti. He's tried to change 1 or 2 things. It obviously hasn't worked for him. The players don't look particularly happy. He doesn't look particularly happy. And he's not the same manager on the side of the pitch as he was when he was manager of Bayer Leverkusen. I think he's lost his confidence. He's lost his ability to change things when he needs to. And I think he's lost the confidence in some of the players.
But Luis, he's been there. He's played for Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, the biggest teams in the world. This shouldn't come as a surprise to him, should it, that you've got a dressing room full of egos?
Yeah, but it's totally different when you are into the dressing room as a player or as a coach. I mean, the spirit, the work, the way that you deal with the personalities and character inside the dressing room is totally different. And when you are in the other side, your background as a footballer is going to help you, of course. When you are a Leverkusen, people hear you out. They know that you've been with top managers in the world, so that you can pick from there. So they are willing to listen to you a little bit more, because they're coming from a background of no winning trophies, of not being challenging for the Bundesliga, the Champions League, the Europa League, or trophies like that. But when you arrive to Real Madrid dressing room, you know that it's totally different. All the players have 2, 3, 4 Champions League, they got leagues, they got World Cups. You got all kind of personalities with so much background that it's very difficult to try to make them understand that if they follow him, they're going to be more successful. Because they have been already. They have been successful with Ancelotti, where we didn't see the best football at all, but they got more freedom. The way that they were trained, it was more suitable for them, or at least that's what they thought. But Xabi Alonso is a manager that likes certain ways of doing things. He likes to train a certain way. He likes to manage a certain way. And sometimes that's not something not pleasant to some players. So I think he's doing a great job managing some of the personality and some of the noise that is happening. But of course, results are not helping him a lot.
So what do you do, Robert? You've got, what, 1 proper training session between the Athletic Club game. How do you handle that to try and get some sort of improvement from this side looking ahead to Wednesday?
Well, I'm not sure he can do it in one training session. He's already had a few months to get it right, and he hasn't been able to do that so far. And you can see he's still searching for the right combinations. He's still changing players' positions. He's still trying to work out a different formation. He's trying to get different players to do different things. And that's always a worry when you're a manager, when you're searching for things. If you change from week to week and you're trying to change players' positions, then you never get any sort of rhythm. But you're looking for something to click. One day when it might just click together, and then you can say, right, that's the way I want to play. That's the way the players are going to do it. Let's go from here. At the moment, that doesn't seem to be happening. Every week, he's looking at something different. Every week, it's not really clicking. So he's got a major, major problem going into this game.
More drop points to Real Madrid, of course, has opened the door for Barcelona to go top of the table. They've walked through it. They are 1 point clear. In fact, there's just 3 points to separate the top four, and it will be first against fourth tomorrow, live on ESPN+. Barca against Atletico Madrid. We'll be hearing from the boys, who, of course, are in Catalonia ahead of that game. But first, let's hear from Hansi Flick.
I think we make too many mistakes. So it's like that. Normally, we have the quality to also to control more the game. This is what I missed in the last game. So we have to increase this level, because we are able to do it. We have the quality to do it, and this is what I want to see. I'm really happy about my team. They're doing good. I know we are not top like last season. Of course, everyone normally wants to play on this level, but we have potential. And we have to increase our level, and this is what we want to do, and we work on that.
Boys, of course, you're in Barcelona ahead of this. Robbo, this game could go anywhere, couldn't it?
It could do. If you saw the games last season, I think it was 2 Copa del Rey semi-finals where they played against each other. They were great games where Atletico Madrid started off brilliantly, went 2-0 up, and it went to and fro. We saw the league game exactly the same. 2 years ago, it was a very poor game, and Barcelona won by 1-0. João Felix scored, but that was when Xavi was in charge. This could go absolutely anywhere. I mean, but what Hansi Flick said there, we haven't had controller games as we should. They've got Frankie de Jong probably back, and they've got Pedri back, and they've got Rafinha back. With those 3 players, I think they can control games more.
Make mistakes on the build-up, and then the opponent is ready to make those kind of transition, because you got that high line, so there is no space to press, and there is no space to try to regain the ball once again. So when you got Pedri, Frankie de Jong, players who know how to handle the ball, they lose no many during a whole game. That's when the control comes. For when you have the ball, don't miss it, don't lose it in the middle of the park. That is when you got more problems, and much more when you have to regain it. That leadership from Rafinha, I think, is going to be key. We saw it at the weekend. As soon as he's on the field, he's the first one making the challenge to the opponent, chasing the centre back, chasing the keeper, and that putting a lot of trouble to the opponent. And I think that's something that Barcelona was missing. I'm not saying that Rashford, when he was included, or Ferran Torres in that side, they were doing the job, but I think it's totally different the way that Rafinha commit himself to the job on there. So I think the key players for Barcelona to play against this Atletico Madrid that comes in a fantastic moment. And well, let's don't forget that we put away Atletico Madrid not long ago, and now they are back into the La Liga race.
Calm down, Luis. Let's just take a look then, showing how the bookies have this game set. Barcelona are favourites. Atleti pretty much 3-1, a draw, 16th at 5. Shaka, what's your prediction for this?
Oh boy, I think Atleti win this.
Do you think so, Shaka?
I do. I think I'm going to go 1-0. I think we.
Yeah, I think we'll win as well.
You think so?
Yeah, I always think Atletico, they get themselves in a good position. They've done it over the last 2 or 3 seasons. They get in a good position, and then they blow it.
So you're going a Barcelona win?
Yeah, we win. Yeah.
Right. Well, he said we are.
I said Atleti. I'm Atletico.
I thought you said Barca.
No, I'm Atleti this week. I'm Atleti this week.
Sorry, I'm with Luis.
Luis
Score?
2-1 Barcelona.
2-1. Luis?
I'm going with Steve, 2-1. We think that Atletico Madrid is in a great moment right now, but I go for Barcelona 2-1.
Robbo, you've got no allegiance to anyone or anything.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. I'm going to go for I'm very positive. I hope it's going to be a great game. I'm going to go for a Barcelona win by 3-2, coming from behind. Maybe Atletico Madrid 2-0 up, and then Barcelona getting back into it and winning the game.
What a game live on ESPN+. Now, before we let you go, this is a really difficult subject to broach with you, Luis, but I'm going to do it. Do you hate dogs?
No, I don't. I didn't know that Silo was such a caring for dogs. So so it was a little bit awkward. But we handled it. We handled it the best we could. I didn't know that we were going to take a picture with the dog or anything. So I did my job. There.
Luis looks like he wants to be anywhere else.
Who brought that thing here?
But, near dogs.
Luis hates dogs more than Shaka does goats, if you heard the story on Friday.
Now, if you haven't heard Shaka's goat story, that is quite something. There we go. Thank you very much. Mario, where do you stand on dogs?
I love dogs.
Well, that's what most people do.
Yeah. You know, no, even as a young boy, I always wanted a dog, and my mom didn't allow it, but dogs always come to me, Dan. I'm so sorry, man. Dogs come to me, and I always pet them. So, Louis, man, come on, man, grab the dog and hug him. Dogs are the best things you can trust.